The Sovereign Manifesto, the architecture of rebirth and flow. Introduction, the anatomy of the sleepwalker. We live in an age of overwhelming noise and vanishing meaning. Most people are not living with intention. They are reacting by default. They move, speak, and decide not from clarity, but from conditioning. They are ghosts inside their own lives. Present in body, absent in authorship. Years pass like this. Then one day, you look in the mirror. The eyes are dull. The shoulders are heavy. The presence is hollow. And a quiet question emerges. Where did I go? The truth is brutal. You did not disappear. You surrendered authorship. You became a character written by external forces. News cycles, social expectations, digital algorithms, unexamined habits. You traded sovereignty for comfort. This manifesto is the end of that sleep. This is not self-improvement. This is reconstruction. This is rebirth. Pillar I, the sovereign mind. The battlefield of attention. Your mind is the most valuable territory you possess, and it is under constant attack. Every notification competes for control. Every distraction fragments your direction, and most people surrender without resistance. They wake up and immediately hand over their attention. Before they even stand up, a distracted mind cannot build a focused life. If you do not control your attention, you do not control your life. Your mind must become a fortress. Not everything is allowed entry. The laws of mental sovereignty. Law I. Attention is currency. What you focus on grows. Law 2. Repetition becomes identity. Identity becomes action. Law 3. Input becomes output. Guard your mind. Law 4. Discipline overrides emotion. Act before you feel ready. Law V. Silence creates clarity. Noise destroys it. These are not ideas. These are laws. The information embargo. Rebirth begins with subtraction. For the first 30 minutes of your day, you enter silence. No phone, no noise, no input. This is your hour of truth. In this space, you reclaim your mind before the world enters it. You think before you react. You decide before you consume. This one habit alone can change your trajectory. The identity shift. Stop saying, I want. Wanting is weakness disguised as hope. You do not rise by wanting. You rise by becoming. I want discipline reinforces lack. I am disciplined creates alignment. Identity comes first. Action follows. Pillar 2, the temple of action 5. The body as the logbook of the soul. Your body is not separate from your mind. It is proof of it. Every habit is recorded physically. What you eat, how you move, how you rest. Your body tells the truth your words cannot hide. Strength is not vanity. Strength is capacity. The ability to carry life without collapsing under it. Movement as command. Emotion is energy, and energy must move. When the mind is heavy, move. When anxiety rises, move. When clarity disappears, move. You do not wait for motivation. You generate it through action. Movement is a command to your nervous system. I am still in control. The law of voluntary discomfort. Comfort weakens. Ease erodes discipline. So you choose discomfort on purpose. Cold. Effort. Resistance. Not to suffer, but to strengthen. Because a life without friction produces fragility. And fragility breaks under pressure. Pillar 3. The Art of Detachment 8. The paradox of control. The more tightly you cling to outcomes, the more they resist you. Desperation creates tension. Tension destroys performance. So you do everything with full effort, but no attachment. Like an archer, you prepare, you aim, you release, then you let go. Control your action. Release the result. The death of should. Stress is not reality. It is resistance to reality. The belief that things should be different. But life does not negotiate. When you release should, you gain clarity. Every outcome becomes usable. Nothing is wasted. The law of timing. Growth is not instant. It is layered, slow, invisible, consistent. If you dig up seeds daily, you destroy them. Your job is not to force results. Your job is to maintain discipline. Consistency makes success inevitable. Pillar 4. The healed heart 11. The illusion of armor. Pain creates walls. Walls feel like strength, but they are fear disguised as protection. A closed heart avoids pain, but it also avoids life. True strength is openness without collapse. Releasing the past. Resentment is self-inflicted suffering. Every time you revisit the past, you relive it. Forgiveness is not about others. It is about freedom. You are not excusing what happened. You are refusing to carry it forward. The principle of service. A life focused only on the self becomes small. Purpose expands through contribution. Help, share, build, serve. Connection creates energy, and energy creates meaning. Pillar V, the economy of energy 14. The cost of reaction. Every emotional reaction has a price. Anger costs clarity. Stress costs peace. Frustration costs energy. So you ask one question: is this worth my energy? Most things are not. The discipline of selection. You cannot care about everything. So you choose. You invest energy in what builds you and withdraw it from what drains you. This is not avoidance. This is power. Pillar 6. Amor Fati 16. The transformation of adversity. Everything that happens becomes material. Pain becomes strength. Failure becomes wisdom. Loss becomes direction. Nothing is wasted. Not if you use it correctly. The alchemy of experience. The same event can destroy one person and build another. The difference is interpretation, and interpretation is control. Pillar 7. The eternal return 18. The daily decision. You are reborn every morning. Not once. Daily. You either repeat the old self or choose the sovereign self. There is no neutral, only direction. The sovereign protocols. The morning sentinel, silence. No input. No distraction. Control the start. The midday reset, pause. Breathe. Realign. The evening audit, review your actions. Release the day. The weekly hardship, choose discomfort on purpose. The sovereign declaration. I am not reactive. I am intentional. I do not drift. I direct. I do not depend on outcomes. I depend on discipline. I am the architect of my identity. I am the executor of my actions. I am the master of my attention. I begin again today. Conclusion. The rise. You are not here to imitate. You are here to awaken, to become clear, disciplined, unshakable. Your transformation does not begin when life improves. It begins when your standards rise. The old version of you is gone, and that is necessary, because what replaces it must be stronger, more aware, more sovereign. This is not the easy path. It is the real one, and it begins now.